This is an example here of a before on the left and an after. When we're thinking about fire, remember the difference between ground fires, surface fires, crown fires, the different fire adaptation of plants, the different effects of fire. Then there's the different there's intensities, like a high intensity fire is a very, very hot, very tall flame front. But if it's moving fast, it's not very severe. So you can have a high intensity, low severity, or you can have it the other way around, a very, not very severe fire, but it's slow moving, and it ends up being, really, really damaging to the system. Then the frequency, how frequently does that fire come back, typically in your system? And if you guys are living in lodgepole pine, jack pine, pond pine, pitch pine type systems, those are very fast return intervals between fires. Just to understand that. So to treat your land like this, it may appear to many people to be somewhat abusive. It's not. You're imitating the natural process here. There's some very fascinating types of disturbances that are associated with wind. We talk quite a bit about wind. Especially where there are regular prevailing winds and where there are accelerators, like the certain shaped mountains and ridges with these regular winds coming across, there ends up being a wave regeneration pattern that I kind of explain. Is you got those winds that accelerate over a ridge or strike a hillside a certain way, and the oldest trees snap. They snap right off. Where they snap, of course, it releases the understory, which grows up. And of course, when the oldest ones snap, that means that now the next oldest ones are the next ones in line, and the next wind events that come through will snap those. And it's a very regular system. It's one of the more regular systems out there. There's places where pines do it and spruce does it, but the classic is fir. Whether it's Douglas fir or balsam fir, silver fir, and this is balsam fir in Maine. There's several places in Maine. You just look at these hillsides and you wonder how they got that pattern on it. Here's another example. You can see where the trees had snapped. That understory will be released. What's fascinating about it is we got a graphic here. The oldest ones snap off, release that understory. Well, these are now the oldest and the most vulnerable to the wind. So the wind comes in and snaps those off. These grow a little more.